friends, welcome back. It is meal planning time for the month of November. Weirdly, I get really excited about it, but I know that there are other people out there like me who really enjoy it. So I'm going to be grocery shopping in a couple of days for the month of November, and so it's time to sit down and decide what we want to have for meals for November. So throughout the month, I flip to my next month in my planner where I do all my meal planning, and I have like a running grocery list, stuff that we run out of that I'm not gonna go back to the store for until the next month. So I have a little list. I'll kind of show you what that looks like, and then I also have started the meals already with some ideas that I know that we want to have. And so throughout the month, if something comes to me and I'm like, oh, I think that sounds good, and I didn't do it this month, I will put it on the sheet for next month. So let me show you what I have so far. Okay, so I have showed you this before. This is my meal planner. It's a deluxe monthly Erin Condren meal planner. I still don't know what to do with these pages. I will probably tape them together again, but I'm pretty excited about the way that my stickers turned out. So let me show you. This just makes my type A orderly brain super, super happy. So last month, I will show you, I just thought it looked really messy. You know, it's the first month I had done it. And so I did not like the way that that looked at all. And so this month I just kept them in the same columns, and I like it way better. This is where I will write what dinners we're having. I don't stick to it 100%, but it gives me a good idea how to plan out the week. Okay, so look at the little sushi washi tape. Isn't that adorable? Journey really liked that. She thought it was cute. So I have already started with tikka masala. And then when I write a meal down over here, I will automatically write the ingredients I need over here so I don't have to think about it again. And then this is my running grocery list of things that I know that we want for next month. So as of now, we are totally out of paper towels, totally out of napkins, almost out of coffee, and then these are just some of the items that I've thought of. Again, here's Sam's Club, almost totally out of trash bags, almost out of Ziploc bags. You get the idea. This is stuff I can't get at Sam's Club or Aldi, and it will either be Walmart pickup or I might just go to Meijer this time. I have not decided yet. So now I'm going to go through my pantry, my freezers, my fridge, and I'm going to make sure that my pantry and freezer inventory is correct. I do a pretty good job of crossing stuff off as I use it, but I'm just gonna double check that. And then it's also a good reminder, like you'll see stuff in the fridge and you're like, oh, that's not gonna last for the whole next month, and I will write it down. Then I will start planning what meals we want to have. Here is my fridge. It's not looking too bad for the end of the month. This is our chicken that we're having tonight, which, sorry if the sight of raw chicken grosses you out, but this is from the Magnolia Cookbook, and it is the most delicious roast chicken we have ever tried. Sadly, there are a lot of leftovers in here that did not get eaten while I was gone. So that just like kills my heart to have to throw away leftovers, but they are now bad. So I'm just gonna go through here. Like I had noticed I'm almost out of butter, so I had already written that down, but I will just go through everything and see if there's anything that I need to add to my list. So I've been through my pantry and my freezers and my fridge. I wrote down some of the things that I thought that we would run out of. Now, my last step before I actually plan out the meals is I'm going back to October's list. Sorry, I'm out of breath from running up the stairs from the basement. I'm going through my meals from October to see what we have left. We won't have a ton left, but we will have a couple of meals that we didn't get to that we should still have all of the ingredients for. And so I will put those on to November until I before I start planning, so that way I know exactly how many meals I need to plan for. So that's what I'm doing. When I get the whole list done, I will share with you what we're having for November. Got the menu all set. This is what we are having. Tried and true tikka masala. We have this about once a month, super delicious. We loved the grilled salmon on the cedar plank, so before the snow gets too deep, we are gonna do that one more time. I have taco soup in the freezer left over from last month, which it's pretty much a whole recipe, so that's enough for dinner. I never got to this peanut chicken pasta, and I will need cilantro whenever I decide to make that. Pork tenderloin, this thing's been hanging out forever, but I'm determined to get it cooked this time. It's just it's a little bit labor intensive. That's why it always gets pushed to the back. Cracked chicken, that is a crock pot recipe that is delicious. Crock pot potato soup, that's whoa. Is that you, Journey?
Yeah.
Hi, Annie. How was school?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay. We are having good grub, tacos, spaghetti. Now let me show you how I just kind of tried to guess what would be a good night to have these things, and this just kind of helps. I don't stick to this religiously, but this just helps, you know, when I'm glancing at it to kind of plan it out, make sure I have enough dinners. And I've left a bunch blank. This is Thanksgiving. The day before, I always like to have leftovers or something really easy because you know you cook a lot on Thanksgiving. So I have left that blank for the rest of the month. And then these Sundays are small group, but I never know what I'm gonna bring until about the week of. So that's how that looks. Spaghetti, baked mayo chicken. This is a new recipe from Pinterest. Crock pot pork chops, beef stroganoff, hash brown beef bake. That's a new one from Pinterest. Tater tot casserole, chicken consomme, which is Julia and I's absolute favorite, and turkey meatballs, which is a Jada recipe, and that one is delicious. So I will have the links to all of these that I can find, and maybe type out this chicken consomme one because it is that delicious. That is everything that we're having for the month of November. I will say, little disclaimer, I only planned about 3 weeks worth because the week of Thanksgiving is always different, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough money left to bring what I need to bring to contribute. There's always leftovers, and so I'm just doing about 3 weeks worth this time, and I think that'll be okay because we will have leftovers from Thanksgiving, and we're gonna need to eat out a couple of times because of kids' sports and that sort of thing. So I will go back just the week of Thanksgiving to get what I need for Thanksgiving and all that. So I hope this inspired you to start meal planning. The reason I'm so passionate about it is because it has saved us a ton of money, and I just feel like with a little bit of organization, it can really take the pressure off and relieve some of the stress of getting home and wondering what's for dinner. So if you can save money and relieve stress with just a little bit of planning, I think it is so worth it. If you can't do a month at a time, take 1 week's worth and have the same meal 4 times in the month. So let's say you always do Taco Tuesday. So all you do is take your menu, multiply it by 4, multiply the ingredients by 4, and if you don't care about being bored with what you eat, that is a super simple way to plan out your whole month's worth with very, very little time or thought. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.